Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode of SDS. As you can see, it looks a bit different. That is because we are currently in Qatar and so are Hasib and Mersul. So we couldn't be in the studio and film because everyone is here. So yeah, today we're doing a Premier League roundup. It's actually a mini Premier League roundup because we're covering 5 games rather than 10 because Chunks let us use his room for filming in Qatar.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, man. This is a beautiful room.
I said, and I'm also in return, I need to be in the video, so obviously...
That's good exchange rate.
Sorry if you are upset that I'm in the video, I just wanted to talk ball.
Yeah, we're going to get into the cast today because it's a very interesting cast. But like I said, it's a mini Premier League roundup. We're going to cover, we picked, hand-picked 5 games to cover today. I wish we could do all 10, but literally time is tight right now and we've got loads of stuff we need to do. But it was either that or not releasing an episode this week. And I'm not going to lie, we had a big win this week, so we had to release a SDS FPL roundup, I'm not going to lie. But the cast today is Ilyas is here. Welcome, Ilyas.
Hello, guys, from Qatar. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Hi. Chunks is also here. Thank you, Chunks, for coming on.
Come amigos. How you going?
yes. Assalamu alaikum, amigos.
And we've got Harry Fanero for the second time ever.
Wow. Big career moment for me, mate. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, how's Qatar been? You guys enjoying it?
Mashallah, it's been incredible, and hopefully we have amazing content for you guys to watch soon.
Exactly. But
subscribe to Inside Scoop. But yeah,
exactly. Harry Fanero is here from the Inside Scoop as well. So obviously you guys are big football fans. So if you guys want to see more, head to Harry's channel, Inside Scoop, in link in the description. But yeah, we are doing a Premier League roundup. SDS doesn't go anywhere. We release episodes for you guys. And the main fixture of the weekend, the key fixture of the weekend, is Arsenal versus City. Best 2 teams in the country. I tried to tell Harry that and Harry wasn't having it.
Yeah, I wasn't, but it's true.
It's the best 2 teams in the country. And it was at Emirates. And I'm not going to lie, before this, what was it, 12 straight games, they beat us.
8 good years.
Not even draws. We got draws at home. They beat us straight, 12 games in a row.
The last time we won there was when you was working at the Emirates.
Yeah, last time we beat City in the league, I was working at the Emirates.
What was your job there?
I was a steward.
Oh, wow.
I'll be honest, obviously if any of my former supervisors are watching, I never did any work. I was watching the games. I was watching the games, and then if they ask me, what are you doing? Why are you not watching the fans? I'd say I'm assessing what's happening on the pitch, so I know what the fans might react to.
Yeah, you're basically preparing for this. Yeah, so it makes sense.
There you go. Yeah. But that game, that's the last time I saw us win. Walcott scored, Giroud scored, and Yaya Toure scored a beauty. Do you remember? Left foot, top corner. Unreal. But forget about that. We're here now. City just came off a loss against Wolves. You know.
It's that first back-to-back losses in like 5 years, I think, or something like that.
We came off a loss against Lens.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like both teams, you know, well, City obviously won in midweek in Champions League, but as in like we came off direct loss. Let's talk about this game, because we watched it, we were at the F1, but we also watched the game. We had to watch it, priorities. And the first thing I want to talk about before we get into the goal, before we get into all that stuff is William Saliba. I'm not gonna lie, I tweeted this yesterday, I got cooked a bit. I said...
You know what the problem is? By the way, guys, yesterday, I had to stop him from tweeting about 4 times. Because he does. I see him coming up with a tweet in his head and he goes, I'm gonna tweet something. I said, what are you gonna tweet? And he'll say it. And I'll be like, just grab his phone. So you're not tweeting that, bro. You're crazy.
But, Harry, you're a centre-back. Saliba, tell me, what do you think about him?
Absolutely outrageous. I don't even think your tweet was a mad thing.
What did he say?
He thinks he's the best defender in the world right now. Best centre-back in the world. You got to understand, Jay, you see with like Saliba, yeah? Played in an Arsenal team that has always been second fiddle to Man City. You'd always think Man City have the best centre-backs in the world with like John Stones and Diaz and everything, yeah. But what he's showing is that he is actually a leader without being a captain. Like when he plays well, so does the rest of the team. And I think with anything in any world, it starts from the top, ends at the bottom. With him, when he defends well, it allows your midfielders to play. I think Declan Rice, if you was to ask him what it feels like to have him as a centre-back, it must be incredible. And I think for me, last season, because, you know, the injury towards the end of the season, I think that's what stops you from winning that league, innit? The fact that you now have him firing well, there's something about him, his passing's incredible. He makes a lot of strikers very scared to go one-on-one with him, and I think to nullify Haaland that easily, for me, is second nature. And I think if you're going to win anything this season, he has to be playing.
Has to be there. But also, what's good is now, I think, obviously when we had Timber, it was like, yes, we've got our depth for him, like way bigger, but we struggle. We're struggling a bit now because no Timber. But what I wanted to mention about Saliba is, do you remember when Van Dijk was first playing for Liverpool first couple of years and that was our stat? No one could dribble past him. William Saliba has not been dribble past in his 8 Premier League appearances this season.
See, I'm saying, that's a Rolls Royce of a defender.
That's my guy.
He's smart though. The other day,
he's amazing, bro.
Just before the game, Man United, when we lost to you, he was like, "Oh, you know, Rashford is the one player that like I find it very scary to couldn't get near him. Couldn't get near him, bro. He's unreal, man.
Do you know what I love about Saliba? he helps us start from the back playing. He's like a playmaking centre back. It's weird to say, but his ball playing ability and his passing decisions and his choices to Jorginho, Declan Rice, Partey and things like that is what sets the tone for the attack. Because a lot of passes yesterday, he'll intercept the ball, Haaland's trying to go whatever he's doing, one-on-one, making a run, he'll intercept the ball, and his first thought is, Jorginho's there, Odegaard's there, Declan Rice there, and that like sets the tone for the stadium as well. The fans are like, yeah, let's get behind the team, because then you've got, like for example, when we had Rob Holding, he'll get the ball and it's like panic. Gabriel sometimes, well, he'll get the ball, panic, or he'll give it back to the keeper. With Saliba, it's like front foot, get the ball forward, and we create chances from it. So
I want to mention Gabriel as well, though. He had a great game himself. I think just our defenders in general, like the back.
I feel sorry for Gabriel a bit though, because I feel like the level of Saliba and him, it's not that far off, but it's clear to see that Saliba, yeah. But that's what people are killing him about. They need to allow it, because I can't remember really Gabriel having a blunder this season, like really and truly.
Well, he didn't start the first few games. Remember?
Yeah, but he's a great defender, and I think them two together.
What I love about them is they've got a very good relationship. It looks like on and off the pitch.
It looks like daddy and son.
Not even daddy and son. It looks like big brother, little brother. It looks like Gabriel's the older brother, because every time Saliba does something, Gabriel runs over and hugs him, and they scream at each other, and vice versa. So like that camaraderie between them two, it's top tier.
So, that's a good word.
Yeah, I'll be honest, that was a good word.
Do you download good dictionary?
From the start, what was interesting is going from the start, no Saka for the first time. Yeah, what were you thinking?
No, so obviously before the game, 2-1, yeah, in my head I was going to win. When I saw no Saka, I said, yeah. So what's happening here today? I'm very worried, but I remember before I said, I thought we were going to draw. That's what I said.
I would have taken a draw. But no Martinelli starting, no Saka at all in the squad. Jorginho starting, you know, Jesus right wing, Trossard left wing. It's just,
I'm happy when Jorginho starts those kind of games, man. Yeah. The way he slows down the game. No, but he came off the bench. He came off the bench against Spurs, and he barely played that season. He's barely played.
That was like his first minutes.
That was horror show, that one.
Yeah, it was disaster. He'll be the first to tell you.
He played the big games, Champions League finals, semi-finals, Euros, finals, so he knows how to control those games.
You know what I mean? Like when you have a run of games, you're used to that kind of vibe. So obviously, when I've seen him now coming on against Spurs, showing me that, and then I thought in my head, I'm gonna come against City. This is gonna be a bad day.
But City didn't have Rodri, and I think that was a big difference in the way
Kevin De Bruyne
no Rodri and no Kevin De Bruyne. Man City looked normal.
Yeah. Their team was very unbalanced with Rico Lewis in midfield.
De Bruyne thing, I think Erling Haaland is feeling that. 4 games, I think, without a goal now. All comes.
What did I
So to be honest, generally, I'm not even trying to move nuts or anything. Erling Haaland, obviously, incredible goal scorer, but I feel like without a man that can pass the ball to him properly, like you could tell. Remember that time with Rico Lewis when he tried to force that pass too quick?
And
he got annoyed because
he told him calm down.
Yeah, he just told him calm down, because you just need a world-class attacking mid behind you. Then that's when you can actually perform. Whereas without a Rodri or a Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland looks like just a normal guy, bro.
But if you've looked at his XG, he's created similar amount to last season. He's just not scoring. Like we've seen in FPL, everyone's like now saying, "Yo, do we take him out?" People are stopping him from being captain because Sheffield United game. There's a few other games, I can't remember who. He's missed like clear-cut one-on-one chances.
Actually, was yesterday.
What? Zero.
Zero. Big fat zero.
Yeah.
Was it William?
Of course.
And Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah.
For fairness, Gabriel Iglesias is a good one.
You know, yesterday, Harry tried to make a joke about Gabriel Magalhaes. I said, "Bro, it's Gabriel Iglesias." And I can't lie, I was with this. So, whenever he drops his stinker, Gabriel Iglesias.
It's stuck like glue.
But you were sure Haaland got.
Yeah, I think with Haaland, I said the same thing. I think towards the end of last season, I said there's some problems because he was stinking up. But, you know, they've already won all the trophies anyway. And obviously the final, he didn't score as well. But I think being a football player and your main thing is relying on service, I don't think that makes you a great player. I think in moments you have to be able to find something. That's why I see with Harry Kane, you see when something's not working for him, he drops in and tries to influence play. So I think if he can add that to his game, and I remember Thierry Henry saying it in an interview, he goes, "Look, great finisher, but you need to do more in your game." And I think Haaland's obviously a world-class finisher, but in order for him to be put up there in the GOAT category, like he could score 900 goals in every season. He would never be near Henry because Henry offered more. And I think that's what I think he's doing. But he's a young player. He's won the league, won everything. Now he needs to push more, innit? Do you get me? But going back to the Saka thing, I'm happy for Arsenal that they were able to have a win and not rely on Saka, because I don't want him to burn out. I do not want Saka to burn out, because I think he's genuinely generational. The way he plays and his influence in Arsenal's team, he needs to be able to rest, and there needs to be players that can fill that void. And they did it against the biggest team in the league, and it's a fair play to Arsenal.
In the world, well. Does this now show Arteta and Arsenal fans as well that we can, like Harry was saying, rest Saka a bit more rotate the team. We still don't have that right wing of natural backup though. Obviously, Jesus played there for City, and I think that might be one like outside of striker, which I still don't know. He's one of those players where it's like he's positionless. With Jesus.
Yeah.
You want Sancho? To be fair, he'd suit our kind of football.
Nah, I wouldn't. We love pace down the wings, man. We were missing that yesterday as well. Martinelli not starting, even though he just came back from injury. His pace down the wing is like a big thing. And Saka's like deceptively quick, and he's good with his feet. But also,
Sancho's quick.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. We would have seen it. I remember he was quick at Dortmund, but was it more because of the high line, or like what was it? Because now
It's one through ball and it's 3-on-1. Yeah.
anyone's in. Literally anyone's in. Now when I see him, it's like he doesn't have that quick first step anymore. Unless he had like a couple injuries in the last couple of years, I'm not sure. But
I don't know. What's the mention? Kovacic's red card.
Well, he didn't get a red card, but we could talk about.
I said I didn't think it was.
But you know, okay.
No, it was two. For me,
there was two different ones. Yeah. So you got obviously the foul against Erdegaard. Yeah. I can't lie. If we're talking nowadays football, that should be a red card, bro. He didn't try to get the ball. It was high on the ankle. Like it had malice in it. And plus, if you're gonna give that yellow card, the 1 minute later against Declan Rice, did you not see that one as well?
Yeah.
So it's like how he's on that pitch. Only God knows. Compared to now, we've seen the Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones just last week. They sent him off, but you want to keep him on for this?
Game Jota's 2 yellow cards was softer than.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
but it's too inconsistent now. I think games are too inconsistent.
There needs to be a massive I don't know, I don't know how to explain it, but they need to look at how they're refereeing at the moment, because it's actually the best league in the world with the worst refereeing. It doesn't make no sense, innit?
that's why in the World Cup there was no Premier League referees.
I love the fact that they didn't have that there, because these European referees, they're not here to play. You get me?
The long extra
I
time.
think they let Kovacic stay on the pitch because they know. Take one player at that game, it's one-sided on both sides.
We need Kunit Kakir refereeing.
Yeah.
Who's the ball due again? Don't say that name like you know him like a person. I don't know.
Serious ref, the Turkish one. I know you remember him. He sent off Nani against Real Madrid.
You see, wherever, if you're watching now, you mug. You know you broke my heart. You broke my heart.
And then he put the foot in his
None of the Real Madrid players even made any claims.
It was that referee.
Oh, that one broke my heart.
And then there's the Dutch one. I know you're talking about.
No, bald one, the Italian guy from Pro Evolution Soccer.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
probably.
Yeah, referee on the cover of the game.
With the orange background.
Yeah.
On the game cover.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
No, brother. I hope he's got kids that are trying to work hard in refereeing. It must be genetic.
What do you think of putting a referee on the cover of a game?
That's how Cleary was.
He was the guy, and he was no nonsense as well.
Yeah, I remember he used to push players. He used to push them in their chest. I was like, yo.
I think he was a black belt, so that's what I heard.
Yeah, he must have been. No, but it's those eyes. When you're bold and have big eyes like
Mega Mind. If he headbutts you, your thing's cracking. That's
But let's go back to the game.
they're very
That game was a
imbalanced,
slugfest.
very imbalanced. Like, their midfield, with Rico Lewis, I know he plays in that position when he inverts, but starting him as a centre midfielder is completely different from him inverting. So that was a big imbalance. And
massive miss, man.
you can't replace Gundogan, you can't replace Kevin De Bruyne, you can't replace Rodri, but they still have that depth in quality. I think they expected Nunes to be like that Gundo replacement pretty early on. That hasn't worked.
I think they want that to be Paqueta.
Yeah, similar. But him and Paqueta have similar play styles, so it's they wanted something similar to that. That hasn't worked so far. Their back four looked a bit shaky yesterday. With no one knew if Ake was playing left back or Gvardiol was playing left back, and the imbalance in midfield, Kovacic and Rico just didn't work yesterday. As good as they are, it didn't work, and they obviously heavily missed Rodri.
What does this mean for Arsenal? Is it we drew first blood, now we're favourites, or is it still favourites?
We're not favourites still. You know City. You know what City are like. They go on those 20-game unbeaten, 19 wins in a row runs, and then the whole season just goes.
Is Rodri back now after this game?
Yeah, this was the last game.
Now he's back. Then you got Kevin De Bruyne, and it's going to just be back to clockwork, man. I think
all De Bruyne needs to do is come back second half of the season and just go crazy.
I think we're lucky to just link them now with this depleted team. I think at Etihad, they're going to say, remember what you did to us? Let me show you something. I think it might be 4.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I think we're going to.
John Stones is back now, but I don't think he'll get back into start 11 like that.
Champions League, like Sharky said in the beginning of the episode, I believe, that Arsenal have shown over the last 2 years that they're not the same Arsenal that they were before.
No, facts.
Yes, you fumbled the league last season, but to start this season the way you haven't lost in the league, you've only had 2 draws. And you lost the Lons, but look how you came back against the best team in the world, as you said, innit? For me, this is the wake up now. This is the time where Arteta says, listen, you see how it felt last season? We've just beat those champions. How much do you want it, innit? And I think mentality is the most important thing now. It's not about the talent, we know that you got it. It's about your mentality. How much do you want it? And it's fun now because I would love to see a Spurs and Arsenal title race because you lot are both on the same points. That would be elite for me.
They ever took the league from us while we're both top. Because what's the point of watching football again?
You know what? Maybe I'm a superstitional person. I don't know, it's because we're in Chunks' room, but I think the fact that you guys have both drawn this season to each other, so you had a game and you drew, you beat City, I think this could mean something. You know how the Premier League's got the greatest stories of all time? Yeah. I think this could be something, Karen.
I'm going to say this now, bro. If we lose, and it's a title between me and us and Spurs, I think I'm done with ball. I think I'm done. Well, I might move to baseball. So.
You want to give me the login for SDS?
Yeah, you can have it.
All right, guys. Yeah, you're going to see this black face all over your TV.
If that happens, I think I'm done.
Change the inside SDS.
But 1-0's obviously. I actually think a 1-0 win is a perfect result. I'd rather this 1-0 win than beating them like 3-2 or something like that, because it shows that to keep a clean sheet against City. We've never done that against Pep's Man City. We've never done that, by the way. The last time we obviously kept the clean sheet against them was in April 2012. We beat them 1-0. Do you know who scored the winning goal for us?
Coquelin.
Walcott.
Coquelin never scored for Arsenal, by the way. Coquelin has never scored for Arsenal.
You know, if I got it right, I would look like the guy. Well, I would look like the guy.
April 2012, we beat them 1-0. Who scored our winning goal?
Robin Van Persie.
Guess your guess. I don't even know.
Robin Van Persie played for Man United.
I think he played for United. I think that was last season at Arsenal. I think he played for United because it's April 2012. I think he played for United from September 2012.
I'm going Aaron Ramsey.
Jack Wilshere.
It was Mikel Arteta.
Wow.
Do you remember that strike?
Long distance.
Yeah. See,
that's crazy.
Arteta, man, it comes back around.
But one quick thing, David Raya yesterday worried me a little bit.
We've got a few more things to talk about. Yeah, David Raya. So obviously, the fans, some people are obviously calling for Ramsdale back. They think it's unfair on Raya. They think it was unfair.
That people are calling for him back. But yesterday showed he's a bit shaky. Like the last few games, he hasn't really been tested. Lens, he made a mistake.
I think they're both identical goalkeepers.
No, they're both identical goalkeepers.
You know,
but the only
you just put season on him. Yeah, you know what I mean. He's
no, you got Spanish one and English one. That's it. You got paella and English breakfast. That's it. Yeah. But with Raya, I think his big difference is the long balls. His long balls forward to relieve the pressure when we're getting pressed is what the difference is between him and
Ramsdale could do that as well. He used to put it on Tommy Yasu, remember? Tommy Yasu used to put it in the earlobe. He used to put it there. Tommy Yasu would do this. Tommy Yasu would run it and put it there, and he go.
Let me give you a little bit of football insight. I'll give you a bit of football insight.
I remember that season where Tommy Yasu, it was that same play. Wallah, I remember that one.
Let me give you a little bit of football insight, yeah? The technique differences in their kicks. David Raya puts a lot of backspin on it, so it stays in the air longer. And it lands on the head. It lands right here.
Why is he becoming face on that?
Listen to this. Lands right here. Lands right there on anyone. Lands right there. Ramsdale, he likes a bit of the inside, likes a bit of swerve on it, puts a bit of vim on it. So sometimes it doesn't always work. It's harder to control. Do you know what I mean? I know what I'm talking about.
You and Liaz, you love creative football. I'll be honest with you. Liaz, you see when Liaz got the vein hair? I said, don't play with him.
Generally, when I see it, the long balls he does, it's like they're so precisely, they stay in the air longer. Ramsdale's a bit more vim on it, so I feel like that's the big difference.
You know, I listen to this, yeah?
But Ramsdale,
he sounds good.
I miss Liz.
No, it's Ramsdale's short balls, his short passes are unreal. Like his between the line passes, I don't think Raya really does that because he tried it against Lens, that's where he lost the ball, and yesterday he almost lost the ball against Junior Alvarez. Like it was a bit slow.
That sounds like what's Fuzi was saying. You know, that sounds like Fuzi would say. Like,
no, don't worry. You're gonna see.
And he was like, to get.
The comments are gonna agree with me.
I think let's cook it with that. Another thing I want to talk about is Arteta's subs. The substitutes that we made, right?
Yes.
So Martinelli, obviously the match winner, we'll speak about in a second, was a substitute. It came on at half time for Trossard. Then there was a triple substitution of Tomiyasu, Havertz, and Partey. And I remember there was a tweet. Someone put a picture of them coming on and said, "Blood thinks this is the Avengers," and that actually turned out to be Partey pinging it to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu knocked down to Havertz. Havertz passes to Martinelli, and Martinelli scored. Every single one of them was involved. How important is making the right substitutions in games like that, or was it just luck?
No, it's very important. I think Arteta hasn't been great at making subs in general. Sometimes, but obviously coming on and all them being involved in the actual goal is incredible. Because when I saw Martinelli on the bench, I was thinking, man, if he's fit enough to start, just put him on, bro. But obviously, he cooked, bro, by starting Trossard. And me, I prefer Trossard coming off the bench, man. I think, you know what I mean? I'm really a big fan of Trossard, and I thought at one point I preferred him over Martinelli. But for me, I'm starting to see now maybe he was cooking with starting Martinelli, then bringing on Trossard. Obviously, yesterday it worked out for us. starting Trossard, Martinelli's coming on, and hopefully now it means that he's back into the squad, man. And hopefully Arteta, what's it called, that international break, I want to see Saka back as soon as possible. But the substitutions in general, I think, he's spot on, bro. Spot on.
If the rumours are true, Saka's not going.
He can't. He needs to stay home.
Now. Apparently, we made a deal with England. It was the rumours the last couple of days because he's injured that he's not going to go, or if he does go, he's not going to play any minutes.
I think that's probably why he didn't start. Yesterday.
Yeah.
He probably could have, but they said, you know what? Just to show Southgate that you're actually fatigued, we're going to take the L and take you out here.
Because who's it? Saliba, Martinelli.
If you played yesterday, Gareth Southgate would have been like, come on, man, he's fit, he's ready.
Play for England, and we've got Chelsea after that away. It's like, come on.
Saliba, Saka, Martinelli not on international duty, which is good.
Saliba?
Yeah, Saliba apparently didn't get called up. We could double check, but I remember seeing that last
He's
couple
the best.
He's in the squad?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
didn't get called up. Yeah.
Best centre back in the world.
He's got what?
Squad.
He's got a toe injury, yeah. He played 90 minutes.
Look, this is what Alex Ferguson used to do, man.
Bro,
He's doing that. Klopp was telling Henderson, Trent, stay at yard.
I'll be honest with you,
You know
there's got to be a time where you say to these international coaches, you can do one, mate. Because at the end of the day, bro, but honestly, bro, because it's like, what are we doing here? What, you want to come and play a little international game when we know we're going to qualify? Get the fuck out of here, man. How many, you know how much, there's 922 French centre-backs. There's a Koundé, there's a flipping, these Kamaras, there's these Cisse's all over the place. Use them, bro. Like, bro, I'll be honest, fam. I'm not lying, bro. You don't need Saliba for that, fam. Saliba, shout me when it's Euros.
Go get James Ward-Prowse. Go get James Ward-Prowse.
You know you could just use a Upamecano.
How much Kamaras are there?
Yeah.
Kamara with a K, Kamara with a C, like, they're everywhere. But my point is, I think, look, these are elite moments in the season.
Yes.
That defining moments that you'd be like, oh, why did he play him there? Why did he play him there, bro? We've seen it happen with England, bro. Why did Rooney have to play all of these games when we've only won the league and then injuries and stuff, bro? These are elite players.
You know what it is, I'll be honest, and I genuinely believe this, is to sell tickets to these friendlies. Like, say, Rooney playing, Saka right now is a star boy, one of the main faces of England. David Beckham was obviously a brand, like he was captain because of his brand. Gary Neville was actually apparently the real guy who's, you know how the captain has to sort out the tickets, the players' tickets, the captain has to do loads of jobs. Apparently Neville was doing that for England. Beckham was England captain for the sponsors and stuff. So I think it's like Saka playing all these games for England. I think it's to help sell the tickets for these friendlies. I genuinely think that's a part of it. Obviously, you need the best players playing as well, and Saka's England's best player 2 years in a row, England Player of the Year. But I think it's like put him in the squad, play a few minutes, because it's like people want to come and see Saka play for England. And I think that's what it is. But I'm glad, obviously he's in the squad, so we don't know if he's going to play or not, if he's going to pull out of the squad. But I hope he doesn't play because it's friendlies now. We're playing Australia on Friday.
I've got a story to tell you quickly.
Go on.
My boy went to go and watch Man United play just before, I think not the World Cup. It was a tournament anyway, He said, obviously, he was a massive Beckham fan, He said that he went there, he went to Manchester. He said he thought he saw Beckham, but he couldn't see because the seats was high. He saw Luke Chadwick. Luke Chadwick had the same hair as him. Said, never. 4 hours to go to see Luke Chadwick. Yeah, love and guidance.
4 hours back in the day was longer. It was longer back in the day.
4 hours was
Luke Chadwick.
4 hours back then was like 7 hours, you know that? Trains went that quick, cars went that quick.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. But rounding up this game, let me read. I got correspondent City fan. Let's see what City fans got to say, because obviously we didn't speak too much about City. Is Wahid? He says, perfect example of how the scoreline changes the narrative. Lucky deflection and suddenly Haaland was trash because of Saliba. Havertz changed the game, which I think he did generally. And Arsenal win the league in October. In reality, it was a cagey, boring match with key players out and no outstanding performances, in my opinion. 3 losses in a row were always bad. 3 losses in a row, was it?
Can't be 3 losses. I saw. No, but they beat Leipzig midweek.
Did they beat Leipzig?
Yeah, Julian Alvarez scored a...
Get your facts right though, But they lost in the Carabao Cup,
And I see you have a word with correspondent, man.
But I agree. I think the game was a bit...
It was a poor game.
But I think for me, I think it was a well-managed game. And with the Havertz change the game thing, you were saying from the start of the game, playing the game.
He should start up front instead of Eddie. I said Fabio Vieira right, Jesus left, Havertz up front because of those long balls from Raya. Just put it straight on his head, relieve the pressure. Ruben Diaz and I think it was Ake playing centre back. They're not always going to beat him for the to the ball. So I feel like him coming on as a striker is his best position for Arsenal. Him either starting or coming on as a striker is his best position.
To be fair, everyone knows I just want Havertz to do well. So I'm buzzing with that. he stopped me from tweeting a few times about Havertz before he came on. I was gonna say Havertz needs to come on to change the game. If you let me cook,
the only reason I'm not gonna let you cook is because you tried to cook before and it was undercooked.
Yeah, I feel like you're bad luck.
It had no season on it because you said something about what he's gonna come on and watch what he does or something like that, and then you quoted your own tweet saying, "Sorry guys."
Yeah,
because you knew you were waffling. I can't lie, man. I just had to stop it. I had to like
One
intervention.
thing I did tweet is 81%.
I tried to stop that one, guys. I promise, man. He didn't.
No, he ran away. I remember he ran
I
away.
tried to take the chance of us winning the league and see 81%.
Chance at 81%.
He's a bit hot. Yeah, he's a bit hot.
8 games in the season?
Yeah.
It's the AC in this room. It's making me sick.
30 left. 30 games left, and he said, 81%. You know, that's the thing about Sharky, man. Something wrong with him, man.
I just want to win, man. Like, I just want to win. But speaking of another team that's won, let's move on to Manchester United.
That's what I came. This is what I came here for.
This is where you come in.
No, but I'm okay. I'm not. You lot was there.
I was with you because, guys, when it was 1-0, Brentford, he was upset.
We have a few things to talk about this game because United, I think, even when you guys are doing bad, which you still are now, but the one thing you guys can hold on to was your home record.
Yeah.
You know, unbelievable home record. This season, back-to-back home loss. You lost to Brighton at home. You lost to Galatasaray at home. And you lost. I think you lost another. Did you lose another game at home?
Palace.
Yeah, at home, Then now this game comes up. Brentford. You got Brentford at home.
Yeah.
And you go 1-0 down. Jensen. But let's talk about first before we get into the comeback and everything. Onana.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Onana.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I think David De Gea put evil eye on him.
Yeah, put Hex on him.
Something's going on there.
Can he trust black goalkeepers?
Not since Shaka Hislop. Shaka Hislop.
Hey, David James.
Mendy one season.
That one season, but where's he now? He's around the corner. We can go link him now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know that stereotype kills me with black goalkeepers. It's so
What is though? We don't want to say things. Yeah.
And they say two black centre backs.
they say two black centre backs.
Name me a black superhero. I'll wait.
Captain America's brother.
Captain America. That what's it called?
Hawkeye.
Okay, but that's a panther. That's a panther. He's an animal. But listen, my point is, you see with Onana,
Yeah, please.
I think first and foremost, I want to shout out Pep Guardiola. He done us. Yeah. He said he done an interview. He said, Onana, the best player on the beach. You start with him, bro. The man has got Edison. What the fuck is he talking about? Do you know what I'm trying to say? But us lot are like idiots when I've got him. But jokes aside, I think Onana's passing was what we was missing. When we looked at David De Gea, in order for transition, and I think with what Ten Hag is trying to do, we want to be a possession-based team, have control over other teams, And Onana gave us that. We saw little moments in the first few games where he was passing, but I think his keeping ability is very, very questionable. There's been shots that have come his way.
What does that mean, though?
Yeah, bro, it's like, we make jokes about like pictures and hands like this.
Yeah, he's KSI.
Bro, honestly, but the one thing I'm going to say is that most keepers that have signed for Man United, David De Gea, their first seasons have been horrid. Because you've got to get used to the Premier League. The Premier League is not Serie A. It's not the one-off game in the Champions League. It's teams that are going to test you. And once they see your weakness, they're going to exploit it, innit? Some of the chances that have come his way, he should have dealt with. I'm not asking for David De Gea to come back because some of the blunders that David De Gea has made is worse than that. Do you know what I'm saying? But the confidence will build when the team is playing better. I don't think we're playing better as a team. So, yes, he's been exposed many times, and yes, there's been some horrendous mistakes.
Bro, the only thing like the severity of the mistakes he's making and how often it's happening. Like
mistakes per game.
Bro, we're eight games in and I've seen like 5 blunders, bro.
I think, look, playing for Man United is probably one of the most toughest things to do in world football, along with Real Madrid, I think, right now, I think for us, when the mistakes are made, it becomes a mad thing. It's like on social media. I've even chimed in and said that I don't like his haircut. It gets me mad. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I think though, for me, it's something that confidence is the only way that we're going to be able to get out of this place. We've got a keeper now, innit? We can't change him. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, we've signed a backup keeper from Galatasaray, but still, he's our number one, innit? And we have to stick by him, and he's got to learn from his mistakes. Otherwise, we're in deep shit because we're going to face other teams who are more clinical than him, or even the mistakes that, like the goal against Crystal Palace, there's not much you can do with that, bro. Like that's an absolute worldie of a goal, innit? Anderson's goal, that was incredible, innit? But the mistake, I mean, it was Lindelof and Casemiro really and truly that caused that problem. But a top keeper should be saving that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like some of the mistakes is like generally bad. Like that one was middle of the goal.
Yeah.
and it's like went under his hand. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Even in the Champions League, Icardi chipped. They gave him a 4-foot chip, and the man 6 foot, and he said, "I'm gonna linger and go underneath it." I said, "Yeah, get me out of here, man."
I don't understand it, but he got away with murder. Also, before we get, like I said, before we get to the comeback, you said Casemiro and Lindelof done him. Casemiro this season, you think he's been tailing off? Do you think?
No way.
Because I generally, I'm speaking to the United fans, obviously from SDS, and Abs specifically, I'm gonna call you out, Abs. He is not feeling Casemiro right now.
Number 18. Calls him number 18.
Calls him number 18 right now.
No. Casemiro for me is proving that sometimes in life you do fall off.
Yeah,
and it's okay. That's fine. That's fine. I think we're expecting him to be the same Casemiro that was playing with Toni Kroos and Luka Modric. It's not that anymore. That guy knows how to be a hero and a villain in the space of 20 minutes, bro. Like it's so
true.
weird. Like
he'll score a winning goal.
He'll do a great pass. Like even against the last game that we played, in the Champions League, the pass to Rashford, it was an incredible pass. But in the same one,
got sent off.
You got sent off. And I know he was trying to save the mistake that Onana made, but still, composure. He's very rash. He's always getting yellow cards, and you're supposed to be one of the most senior players in the team with the most experience. And I think he's not leading by example with his performances, innit? So for me, I'm all for the slander right now. I think I'm no longer trying to save players. Man loves the team more than anything, innit? So when I see a player acting up and costing us as well, it's a disrespect. But then you think of Scott McTominay, who I feel shouldn't be playing as much as he should.
I've been asking for him at Arsenal.
No, there's been disrespect, but he's shown, that he's passion. No, look, why are you saying that for? God forbid, that's crazy.
I just said, listen, man, hey, I was cooking.
Yeah, but I just think Casemiro is having a very horrid time, and we'll see as time goes on.
On his arse too much, man. For me, I think I could be wrong, but I feel like if a centre back or a defensive midfield player has to slide tackle to get the ball already, you're in the wrong position. You know what I mean? You should try and stay standing as much as you can. Once you're on the floor, it just kind of shows that's my last resort. I've got nothing left. Because once I'm on the floor now, I'm gonna just be sitting there like this. You know what I mean? So once you slide, bro, you're out the game, bro. The fact that Casemiro is just always on the floor, it just shows he's got nothing left in him, bro. He's basically just saying, all I have, take it. You know what I mean? Just stay standing, bro.
He needs to change into a goal scoring midfielder. He's got a good eye for goal. He does actually. Can't lie, he's got 20-something goal involvements in his 50 games, which is elite for a midfielder.
He knows how to score, but we need more from him, man. He's supposed to be our leader, bro. Supposed to be our leader in terms of you coming to the team, Champions League, Casemiro. And both of those signings, Casemiro and Varane, have both been shaky.
Now Varane loves tearing his coochie before games. Bro, hella important games.
I saw him walk in a tunnel the other day and I said, who shot him? Who shot him in his leg?
Knees. Now, footballers with not knees is
It's him and Stars got the same, they all the same. Him and Stars, they all the same. They both got the same angle of leg.
That's
a question.
An athlete having not knees, come on. Shouldn't we?
But listen, seeing United in losing positions right now just feels normal because you guys were about minutes away, 8 minutes away from losing 3 consecutive games in the first time in history in the league. Home games, my bad. Yeah. 3 consecutive home games in the first time in the history.
You see, Manchester United's mentality is genuinely in the bin.
That's insane.
As players, you're playing for Manchester United Football Club. Even if you hate us, you have to respect what we've done in football and who we are.
I've been asking this question for a while. I didn't watch this game fully the other day. I watched a bit of it when you was watching it. Yeah. But sometimes it seems like the players are not playing for Ten Hag. And it confuses me.
People forget that this has been a reoccurring thing throughout many managers, bro.
It has been.
Where it looks like the players have lost faith in the coach. I don't think Ten Hag's a bad coach. I don't think Mourinho's a bad coach. I don't think Van Gaal's a bad coach. I think Oli was finding his feet, but he don't have the repertoire to actually get respected as much as anything.
Repertoire.
Yeah, good words, because you think you can use your word and I'm aware of it. Yeah. So, but my point is, I think with Manchester United, our players, the culture of the way we players are in that club, is they are more senior than the coach, and the coach has to make them believe in him. That's not the way it should be. A manager's supposed to come in and he's supposed to listen to him and trust his way. The way Ten Hag wants to play and the way Ten Hag has played has been proven. Don't get me wrong, Ten Hag has made some horrible decisions, some signings haven't worked and so on and so forth, but the way he wants us to play is very clear to see. We have training drills, there's a way, identity that he has as a coach. We don't follow suit. So for me, it's players what do you want to do? We're losing to fucking Crystal Palace. Then we're also almost lost to Brentford at home. That's not Man United, bro. But but it's now become Man United.
I think it is.
Too vocal as well, man. Just sometimes just keep stuff in the change room. Because you know with Man United, the identity was always. I remember because I've been watching this David Beckham documentary as well.
Documentary, by the way.
He obviously, you could tell every time like anyone talks out, they're like, you're meant to keep this in the locker room. Like no one's meant to know about this. So even that incident with the what's called the boot and stuff. Like no one wanted to. Everyone was like, as soon as this comes out, no one will talk about it. Whereas now it's kind of like whenever there's a smaller issue, you got Ten Hag. Oh, this happened. It's like, bro. Of course the players are not going to respect it as much because you're just, when you're just airing out the dirty laundry non-stop. You're like, bro, I can't do nothing in front of this guy because he's gonna.
What happens though? Agents. How many times are we on Twitter and it's like you see something come out that's not from Ten Hag? It's like people are talking. Agents want to make sure that their players are not looked at as a whatever because potentially you don't want a future transfer to be hindered by the way things are in it. So with us, if you're a tabloid, if you're a social media outlet, talk about Man United, it's clicks, it's views. It's easy money, bro. Nothing comes out of Man City, nothing comes out of Arsenal, nothing comes out of Tottenham, nothing comes out of these teams because it's close-knit. But with us, we're an absolute mess.
But I'm saying that in itself is probably the reason why now when they're jumping on the pitch and they're like, right, if we actually perform like dry, this guy could potentially just get kicked out. We can get a new manager. Maybe that's the way some people think. You know what I mean? And you have to think about relationships. Like Jadon Sancho now, of course, the way he came out and spoke about him, a lot of people must have like actually connected with this kid and be like, this is my friend. You know what I mean? So now when they're seeing the mistreatment, like how he's getting treated and stuff, it's like, do I really want this guy to be? He can just switch like automatically.
Personally, and I want the best for him, innit? But at the same time, he played for my club, and my club is the most important thing. So you see, all the friendships and stuff, it doesn't work. Like it's like if you was playing for Arsenal, Man United, and I would say, my boy, listen, bro, if you need to go, do your thing, bro. But just this is my club. I love this club, bro. It's the reality, bro. If you feel like you don't want to play for the club, bro, make it clear.
That's the thing. I think the problem is United now. I think it just looks lazy.
Everything.
It just looks lazy.
Everything, bro.
Sometimes when I watch it,
and I think now every team has the same game plan against them. It's like it's easy to run through that midfield. We saw it from the very first game with Cunha. And as you see every game now, it's lazy. And a lot of the goals that are coming as well are just cutbacks, bang. Brighton did a few, Danny Welbeck scored that same goal. Everyone it's the same kind of thing.
The goal that is, you won the game with us against.
It's the same, you're seeing a lot of those games run through the middle, go wide, cut back, go. And it's too easy. And United just look lazy in getting back and defending. And I think that is the problem. And I think it's gonna be a tough fix.
I don't think it's gonna improve, you know.
It's gonna be a tough fix.
Definitely, I think unless like Canal's given more money or he leaves, it's like just. I don't think now all of a sudden randomly they're gonna just start performing from like how you have maybe the injuries that's another excuse that people have.
I've always said though, you're right, Chance. I think let's judge it when we have a full squad. If it still continues, then I know that then there's a massive issue. Because I always say it's a mentality thing.
How many players are injured right now? We're getting to the starting level.
Luke Shaw, Malacia.
As in like Malacia and Luke Shaw both left backs. I'm saying how many players that you think are injured that will come straight to the team.
I think for us too. Anyway, there's a lot of games where Shaw might not play full 80 and 90 minutes, and then Malacia will come
your best 11.
I'll say from what I've seen from the preseason, Kobe Mainoo is a massive miss.
An 18-year-old.
No, but listen, bro. I'm saying in terms of
He's a massive miss. He's not played started Premier League yet.
No. But this is my point. No, Amad Diallo had an incredible championship season with. But this is our club.
But they're saying
this is our club. This is our club. But just think of this, yeah. Remember, like 4 or 5 years ago, when it was when you was where you was, yeah. You can only work with what you have, bro.
I'm just asking generally. I'm saying from the people that are injured, who is gonna come off that injury list and go straight into
Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Lisandro Martinez right now is injured as well. I think in midfield we have basically our midfield right now anyway. Sofian Amrabat has been playing left back anyway, so his best position is a central defensive midfield player. So him and Mason Mount just come back from injury as well. Apart from that, that is it. And our up front is what? Anthony's just doing nonsense over there on the right hand side. He's just, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing on that side, yeah. Rashford, obviously, form-wise, horror. And then Højlund has been our spark. I just think real number 9, innit?
You know, real number 9's are back in fashion.
Bayern Munich as well. He just wants it more. Like he wants to die for the club, fam. You know them Scandinavian players don't play games. So my point is, I think until we have that team back, yeah, the excuses are always going to be our injuries. When they come back now, I want to see what happens.
Can't lie, I don't think much going to change.
Yeah. I think it's going to take a while, but let's not be all negative. You did get the 3 points.
Yeah.
Because at 92 minutes and 46 seconds, you were trailing, still 1-0 down. McTominay came on 87th minute. Yeah, that's mad. McTominay came on 87th minute. scored in the 93rd and 97th minute. The 97th minute winner assisted by Harry Maguire as well. That's insane.
That was for Liban. I think that was for Liban. Because you remember all the slander that he used to have, and he came on and done that.
McTominay saved you guys 2 goals from the 93rd minute onwards. Obviously, it doesn't it's a relief kind of win.
Yeah.
But
it paves over the cracks.
Yeah. A little bit. Because you're still in trouble. It doesn't show that the team's any better.
No.
And it's the same thing as when you beat Burnley 1-0. It's the same thing. It's like the 3 points you're getting right now is you're
scrapey from the scrapey.
You know, like the rice at the bottom, and it just
about to say, you know what it's black at the end of it.
that's what you got to do. It's not great.
I think he scraped everything out though. The next game,
I don't think there's been a game that we've played well this whole season. One game we played well was in the Carabao Cup against the second string Crystal Palace. Again, we're a moments team. We have moments where we play well, and then throughout the 90 minutes, it's horror for the water. I think for me, I was so upset when we equalised. I don't care. Second goal came out, I wasn't over the moon because I know that in reality, this doesn't mean anything. This is just mandatory. We should be winning these games.
Yeah, you're getting gassed again. That's what I really
hope against Brentford.
McTominay said it. I watched this documentary, the Beckham documentary. Me watching that, I don't know if you lot watched it when it was clocked me in the cinema, I was crying. Because I was like, the team was good.
It was real men.
Yeah.
Roy Keane, Gary Neville.
Real men.
Dark. It was dark.
Yeah.
I loved it. Roy Keane saying, if they hit one of us, we're hitting one of them.
Like a unit.
We're looking at Eric Cantona there.
Yeah, you got a man. You got a man from
We saw
Spain.
Steve Bruce,
Alistair, Ince, the governor. You get me? We saw real men. Andy Cole not saying a word to no one, just tying his laces on. I come here to score. I'm from South, rude boy. Like these are players.
boys was shot for the
bro, that was his thing. That was real. Ferdinand was there from Peckham, bro, just making it work. And then it's like right now we got a man. We got a man. Yeah, we got a man. Yeah, that like you get me. Lisandro Martinez is the only one that looks like he struggled in his life.
Yeah.
He's the only one.
But he's not real men, dog. The man are 5'3". Yeah, but yo, look at Chihuahua.
Chill. I was like that. Why are you saying that?
He's real, man.
Yeah, he's real, man.
He's real, man. No one's got bass in their voice.
Yeah,
you know them little poodles that that's what them man are right now.
Fact.
And until I see real Rottweilers, with spit coming out their mouth, they're not real men.
Got biceps, triceps. Why do they got biceps and triceps? With dogs, and they got a forearm. Like, what you did?
I need to see those.
Just quickly a side note, why did dogs have muscles? When they go to the gym?
It's all that walking.
How's that fair? The men of actually in gym pumping iron, they wake up and have tricep and bicep, forearm. What the f going on, lad?
Wake up like this, That's a problem. Why is it so
They're
tense?
so ripped, man.
Oh, get out of here, man. We need real men back.
They
man.
do something with coke. They do something. I don't know what they do.
But on a side note, though, 6 points behind City.
That's mad. I don't know how.
No, one more thing on the game as well. Brentford are in big trouble, You know they haven't won. They've only won one league game this season. Terrible. It was their second game this season they won.
I haven't told you probably like this.
And no, they're in trouble, bro. They're not playing good football. They're you guys are struggling, but they're struggling even more. They got now Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney's already looking like he's out the club.
He's gone.
Bro, I saw him at the Emirates the other day.
He was at Emirates.
I see him at Emirates too much.
Yeah,
Every time
like,
I park up in the stadium, I see him. I say, "Yo, it's the 4th time, bro."
He's coming to random games like Arsenal, Brighton,
bro. Random, and he's there.
But they're in big trouble, bro. But they're lucky they've got teams like Everton, Luton, and the promoted teams below them. Because I think if it was last season they were playing like this, the teams behind them were like, "Hey, we could catch you guys." Like they're in trouble. They've got they haven't won their last 5. And they're on the same record as Bournemouth for Sheffield United. They're the only teams that have won their last 5. Like they're relegation form.
Yeah,
that's
really
why they
relegation.
needed this win. But we got a Brentford fan here actually, Keenan Lowe. He says, "I'm lost for words."
Yeah, I love when people.
Now being lost for words is serious though.
The fact he's lost for words against United at Old Trafford just shows the level.
You went to Old Trafford and you're 1-0 up in the 93rd minute. Of course, you're gonna be lost. You lose.
Lost for words.
Lost for words.
Lost for words is crazy.
He scores the both as well.
And it's McTominay.
What defender went? Yeah, when he cleared the ball. Yeah, fucking Mossa.
See?
Yeah, Mossa.
He says, "I'm lost for words. Conceding an extra time on the verge of a huge win away from home is bad enough, but it goes from bad to worse when we concede a second goal to lose the match we had all but wrapped up. 7 points in 8 matches isn't good enough. There are probably 4 to 5 teams that I can confidently say are worse than Brentford, but you just never know of relegation. The Bees have to start winning matches."
How'd you go about supporting Brentford, though?
Just woke up in West London one day, bro.
Yeah, literally. Probably lives in a flat that looks over the stadium and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna support you."
First ever game I went to in the stadium live was a Brentford game. when they were like League One.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what was
Ever. My Sunday league team, it's like a trip. Like a trip.
See that person that took you there? You yeah.
That was a horror trip.
My second game was Watford. Watford Huddersfield.
Yeah,
It was like a league championship. Danny Drinkwater was playing for Watford. Do you remember Danny Graham? Anyone?
Yeah, Danny Graham, yeah.
Striker was at Swansea.
Yeah.
I thought that's that. Oh, Danny Aronson. No, never mind. I thought it was a fusion for a second.
No, right now he's on like his 4th upload in 2 days.
Crazy.
Yeah, you're a fan.
Danny Aaron's going nuts.
Danny Aaron, that's my guy.
He loves him. But he's a great YouTuber. Okay, let's move on now to our third game we're talking about of our 5 today. Brighton versus Liverpool. You know, Brighton versus Liverpool. Brighton are such a weird team because obviously everyone knows how good they are.
I don't know.
They got exciting players, but
Yeah.
they got smoked by Villa last game.
6-1. That was a battery.
Yeah.
Like, no, that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
No one really spoke about it as well.
But those teams, Brighton, Villa, Newcastle, West Ham, they all just like beat each other, and it's like big results. So it's like those teams are super interesting. But Liverpool went away to Brighton. Obviously, Liverpool this season have been flying, they're undefeated. You know what I mean? And they were in 5 straight wins, I think they were, or 6 straight wins in the league. So obviously this game, Brighton at home, they scored the first goal.
What's his name? Simon Adingra.
Yeah, Dingra.
What kind of name's that?
Came from a mistake actually, that first goal. It was Van Dijk made the pass. It was a two
It wasn't
McAllister.
much on Van Dijk. It wasn't much
No,
on
but
Van
that
Dijk.
kind of pass you're making
No,
is
it's
kind of
no,
mental.
the pass
you know
he
the
gave
hospital passes. It's like, why were you just gonna try and drill it in the middle like that?
More football insight now, yeah? More football insight. The kind of pass it was give the ball a bit slow to McAllister so he could touch it back towards him.
first time
It wasn't a take a touch and try turn. It was more of a, I want the ball back.
But you're trying to make it
But
look back,
McAllister, because he's not a 6, the awareness is not 100% there. So he just thought, I got hella time. I'm in the number 10 role. He thought in his mind, he was back at Brighton, could pick up the ball and Gross making a run. But he picked up the ball. And my man just came and said, give me that.
He thought it was his teammate, didn't he? That's why he thought he was still playing there. He thought he was still oh, hey, take it, bro.
Oh, yes.
Bang.
Yes.
That's why.
And then Alisson didn't cover himself in glory as well, because his recovery time, can't lie, was
was smoking a Cubana. He lost his cotton.
something out there. He was
I
doing
can't
something.
lie, ever since Alisson's got his new joints, yeah, he's a joke, man.
He needs to get back.
He looks like a seat when he takes his beard off.
Yeah.
That's right.
See if he was horror in general, I'll be honest.
Fez, he didn't need that, Fez.
So I can't.
Yeah, Alisson, obviously, for me, it's very similar to the Ramsdale situation.
Yep.
And I feel like you can't really blame the goalkeeper. It's not really his fault too tough, you know what I mean? It's more...
I think that's their fault.
But it's about positioning, bro. Do you know when you're playing, your team's starting to play out from the back, in your head you're thinking, cool, McAllister's going to get that, then he's going to probably make a progressive pass. So that's why you're not in the position. There's times where goalkeepers are like near the halfway line and stuff. You're not really expecting anything. So I think for me, it's not his fault that the goal went in. Maybe he could have been in a better position, but now we can't look and think Alisson.
I feel
He's not the main one.
Do you know
more
why I feel
dykey
like,
for me.
Do you know I feel like he's probably the bigger part to blame because he's looked as the best goalkeeper in the world. He's Liverpool's one of their main players, and how much time there was before Adingra looked up and said, "Oh, the whole right side is open for me."
Snapshot,
it was
bro.
like, no, it
snap
wasn't.
kind of
It was an underhit pass that he scored.
Nah, no, but
Like,
I
so
don't know, I
the
like
time
Alisson, man.
Alisson had to just go across and potentially get there, I feel like it was very poor from him. I feel like the mistake is more on him than it is McAllister. Because players lose the ball in that position all the time in games. A lot of times, 3-4 times people lose the ball. But to be beaten from that far out and to not anticipate that there's a potential goal coming from him.
You say it's more Alisson's
I'll say it's more Alisson's fault.
Whose fault would you say more?
I think it's a mixture between Van Dijk and McAllister. I think it's miscommunication. Like you said, Van Dijk made a certain pass to McAllister. McAllister saw it and expected a different type of pass. And I think it's a communication
I think
issue.
it's all 3 of them. I'll be honest, it's all 3 of them. You make a pass like that, and the player doesn't get the ball the way you want it to, then it's your fault because it's your pass. McAllister lost his absolute mind in that situation, and then Alisson should have been preparing himself a bit more better for anything to happen. So it's all 3 of them, but it just looks worse because Alisson was so far away from goal and he conceded in it. So it is what it is.
But I think it's one of those ones where, like, say, obviously you play midfield. Say you pass the ball to a player and you want him to come to the ball, and then they're just waiting for the ball, and then they get dispossessed. It's frustrating. It's like there's different types of passes. One's driven into you, or one's like. One you have to go meet the ball, one you have to go. So it's like, I think for McAllister as a midfielder, he should be like judging that pass and know what's around him, know what like the surroundings and know what.
There's a hospital pass, like it was kind of dodge. Like you could have just looked up and maybe just sprayed it or something. Like why are you gonna make that?
It's happened a few times for Liverpool though. Even like when they've had Trent in the middle and Van Dijk will try passing to Trent gets dispossessed. It's happened a lot.
There's no natural 6. There's no Fabinho, Henderson, or Bacetic or Thiago. Yeah.
That 6 just pop it back, pop it to the fullback.
There. He would have knew what to do.
Declan Rice would have turned, ran, assisted.
I like that one.
And then
I like that one.
yeah, because you would have done this. Grabbed it halfway line.
Yeah. Why is he whining? Why is he whining?
No, because you're just moving. You know how you just kind of moves with it.
Stiff one. Yeah, that's a wiki one. Crazy.
On the flip side, Jason Still, ball playing goalkeeper.
That's what I'm saying.
Made a mistake.
But it happened again from, exactly.
Look, ball
Underhit
playing
pass.
goalkeeper stuff. Just let the goalkeeper just do this, man. I blame Pep. Just let okay, cool. Centre backs now being able to be a ball playing centre back. That's fine. I get it.
Starts making strikers defenders.
Watch.
Everyone will start putting Haaland in defence.
Half the haircut, and then they say, "Oh, what's this new thing everyone's doing?" All of a sudden, you see, and Nketiah comes to the.
Vardy up top.
Yeah.
Because my first line of defence is at the front, so now I have to play our defenders at the front.
That sounds like something he would say as well.
More than you believe. We have to shake. Sometimes we have to shake. They're so good.
The way he cried for Aguero and got Haaland, one of the greatest things ever.
We cannot replace him.
You know,
Aguero didn't even want him in there.
We cannot replace him. Now they have Julian Alvarez, their second choice striker, who's just as good, basically.
Yeah, it's insane.
Pep's is crazy.
I love cycles.
He's a weirdo.
I love cycles, man. But that Jason Still pass, hospital pass. That was a hospital pass. That was I'm caught in two minds. I'm just gonna give it to my man. And then luckily, I thought it was offside at first, but obviously it came off the defender. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then that was for the penalty, right? Penalty. Then Mohamed Salah scores the penalty. Mohamed Salah, obviously, everyone knows he's shaky with penalties.
Actually, I think Mohamed Salah was the first. I know he scored two, but he scored the first goal. It was the
That
second
first goal when Harvey Elliott did this.
No, that leave it call from Salah. Harvey Elliott just said, "Yo, big bro, I'm leaving that for you." Because you know, it's hilarious.
When he said that, he said, I know Salah. Yeah.
On his left foot as well, and he didn't.
No, but as Harvey Elliott now, you're
He's a young
thinking, if Mo misses this, it's on him.
Yeah.
Whereas if I miss this, Mo is going to grab man and change like this.
In the pitch he's doing that. On the pitch he's doing that.
Maybe.
And Harvey's got a great left foot as well, you know. But Salah slotted that.
It was a play from them. It was a good. I can't remember who played the through ball. It might have been Szoboszlai.
I think it was Szoboszlai.
Little intricate play,
Maybe.
and then the through ball. That was a good goal from them. Like it was very Liverpool. Win the ball high up, quick three passes.
Nah, Darwin Núñez, I think.
Was it Darwin? I can't remember. It said 9 or 8.
The penalty,
It said 9 or 8 on the back. I can't remember who it was. It was one of Szoboszlai or Darwin. They played a good pass, and then obviously quick intricate, typical Liverpool. But the penalty was the bigger one for me. Poor from Brian, and they've conceded a lot of goals like that. Conceded against Luton like that, like first game of the season where they try to play out the back. And Jason Stills made a couple of mistakes. Verbruggen or Verbruggen's made that mistake a few games ago. I think on his debut or his second Premier League game where he'd done an underhit pass.
I don't like this goalkeeper player back stuff. I don't like it, bro.
No, I like it, but you live and die by it. You have to live and die by it.
I like the risk that there's no risk, no reward kind of vibe.
Well, I don't know at the stadiums now. I'm watching it, and you can see like you got the two of the centre backs at the edge of the box now, and you see the goalkeeper's there, and you try to look for a pass. My heart's always going, bro. Because I'm just like, bro, why just get it out?
But it's just the way football is now, and you build plays better when the goalkeeper, because obviously what happens is when the centre back spread wide, goalkeeper's there, it drags in forwards because the forwards press it and the keeper waits. It makes you nervous because the keeper waits. But once two players press and if the goalkeeper splits them, that's 9 players now that we're attacking. You know what I mean? So we've taken 2 players out.
And then you just spray it to the fullback.
You're taking their players out. Now you're on a counter attack. Now you got your overload. You got 4 or 5 forwards, and it's only the defense because you've taken their midfield and their strikers out of the game through 2 passes.
That's what Ronaldo's good at.
Football insider.
How have you seen 2 passes were in their box?
Arsenal City are the kings. Even Tottenham now. 2 passes, Udogie and Pedro Porro in midfield. They're gone.
You're in the box. 2 passes.
It's like 75 already, and you're like, what the hell's going on?
It's one of them ones I say, but when it goes wrong, it goes wrong.
It looks embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
It looks like a power league session. You know what I mean? What the hell?
Goalkeepers that can pass, you have to have an element of risk to you. There's not. We've seen it with every single great keeper that can pass the ball. They've had a howler, bro, and that's just the game, bro. That's how it goes.
Literally, even last season, you see, we'll talk about Alisson against Real Madrid when they got smoked.
Ederson, for me, the best passer of a ball as a keeper.
Multiple mistakes.
Bare times.
Neuer's made mistakes. Like it happens. It happens. But obviously, Liverpool then went 2-1 up. Salah double. Brighton equalised right at the end through.
It wasn't Adingra again, was it?
Lewis Dunk.
Yes, Lewis Dunk. Yes.
Pascal Gross, I think it's or March.
How do you pronounce his name? Adingra. What did I say? Adingra.
That's the card. That's a shit card, though.
Solid March assist.
Solid.
I got Adingra.
Free kick.
Solid March assist to Lewis Dunk equalised. What do we think about Brighton this season? Obviously, they're like hot and cold.
It's a come down. I think this is a come down from them being
Europa League.
like, oh my god, wow, Europa League. They're seeing Pepe. Like someone tweeted that I died because they're seeing Pepe. That means it's getting hot for them because there's a difference between conquering or doing well in the Premier League, yeah. But when you go to Europe is a slimy competition. There's people that will do the most cheekiest things. The refereeing is much more strict.
Oh, it's so different.
No, it's much more lenient in Europe.
I think it's more strict, you know. Yeah, because I think there's
a lot of things run.
Yeah, I think it's no nonsense as well. I think it's like we're not here to play games. To continue, like I think it's more like that. Whereas Premier League, you can touch someone quickly, yellow card. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
The referee and he says, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, but I think Brighton, the infrastructure that they have in terms of reproducing great players, I think it's still there, and I think they just need to solidify a bit about what they're doing this season and change the approach. When you've lost players like McAllister and Caicedo, it is a bit different to change because that was the winning formula, innit? I think whoever's in the team right now, I think it's a building process, just like with most teams. I think apart from Spurs and Arsenal, and obviously City, apart from their last 2 losses, they're the only teams that have actually been consistent this season, and everyone's finding their feet. So I think with Brighton, they will find it. They've got the players there, innit? I think Matoma on that left is a crazy outlet. I like Gross and March. There's still good players there. It's just going to take some time, innit? And De Zerbi's a great manager.
I think they had their Caicedo replacements that they signed, the young youth from Lille and Dahoud, and even Billy Gilmore's been good.
Gilmore's a baller, man.
He's tied on the ball.
Dahoud and the young youth from Lille, I forgot his name. They haven't replaced Caicedo as quick as they wanted him to.
And Evan Ferguson, for me, they need to start starting him more.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't have like a consistent lineup. They change a lot.
They just
Evan
Ferguson.
He started the game, but then
Alan Shearer
came off
for me.
for
He's like Alan Shearer. In terms of the way he plays, he just wants to score. He's not here for the whole link up. Just get me in the box. I'll do the tap-ins.
I said it a while ago. He reminds me of a mini Harry Kane. He drops deep a lot recently, and like his range of passing is getting much better. So if he carries on down that path, he's 18, 19. If he carries down that path, he's...
Who's doing 18, 19?
What was I doing now? Having 3 ranks a day.
That's rookie numbers, man. I think, I agree. I think they have such a young team. And to be fair, I think we're looking like a good player. And him and Evan Ferguson, obviously, they're national teammates, so they'll understand each other more.
Wait, what? Who?
Irish.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Ivory Coast?
Irish?
Oh, Ivory Coast and Ireland.
Yeah. Same flag.
The flags confuse me. Confuse me. I thought the national team.
That would be the weirdest link I've seen.
Imagine.
Okay, but look, which one is Ireland flag? Which is Ivory Coast? Is the 3 colours are white, green, and orange?
Green's the first one for Ireland.
So there's white, green, and orange.
Green, white, orange.
White's in the middle. Green one side, orange one side.
Green's Ireland.
So green, white, orange.
Yeah.
Ireland,
And then orange.
Green is Ivory Coast.
Talk to me about my flags. You know me, man. I'm a flag. Say what?
I think I bet him.
You think? You don't know it's true. So that's the thing. I know I am. Anyway, on to this now.
Let me do a quick flag quiz for Harry. We're gonna put a flag. I'm gonna show him on the screen.
Don't do something mad like Cambodia.
I'm not. I'm gonna put a flag.
I know Cambodia.
I'm gonna put a flag on the screen, and Harry, you tell me what flag this is. I'm gonna put it. You guys can see it. I don't know. I suddenly went to. It's a Qatar SDS episode, so why not?
We're here because you came to speak to.
And I want to have a chance if he doesn't get it right, yeah?
Actually, I've got like 20 minutes. I've got a meeting with Sheikh Jassim now.
Harry flew everyone out, and because he's having a meeting.
Has been such an influential person in my life. I thought I'd give him the room that Sheikh Jassim actually said to me, you can have. But I said, no.
We're all staying in the same room. So Haseeb, Merce, me, Sharky, and Harry were all in the same room.
One bed is
Jay's underneath the floor.
Yeah, so it's a 1
bedroom, 2 beds.
Let me jump in next.
It's not Romania.
2.
It's not.
1.
But the thing is, it's a good episode for this.
Who's it? Chad.
It's Chad, yeah.
I said Chad.
You didn't say Chad.
I heard you say it.
Exactly, bro.
Let me tell you about me and life. I know more flags.
Anyway, we just move on.
Yeah.
I don't know why we did that.
What's this one?
See, look, who's there?
Besta something.
Besta?
That's Romania, yeah.
Besta?
That's the capital.
The flag.
Generally,
I saw a video. I saw a video.
Do me a favor.
Sorry.
My son's watch, don't put this in edit. He's actually your number 1 subscriber.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. No, literally, he's watching it right now.
he doesn't right about that as a liquid joke, man.
Correspondence.
What's that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Couple correspondents. We've got Alex Tech, the Liverpool fan. He says, there's a massive hole in this team without the ball. We need a real Fabinho replacement. Someone who can break up counter-attacks and help the centre-backs when we lose the ball. Put prime Fabinho in this team and we are complete. Trent against McTominay has been a talking point in the past. I think Trent was unreal defensively today. You can see the improvements he's made after last season. I think those are some good points. Tactical Regista.
Yeah. Phil Tilt.
From the Brighton side says, the Phil Tilt showed varied waves of dominance throughout the game, with the most consistent Brighton spell being around the time they were chasing the equaliser. Brighton have also have the most goals scored in the league. Do you guys know that?
Most goals, yeah, of course. I remember at the beginning they were popping.
Currently with 21, which is 2 more than the next best. Brighton currently sitting 6th, tied on points with Villa on 16th, and with 4 other teams ahead of them. The obvious issue is the goals conceded, with the tally being near double the most.
They tied points with Villa. Yeah. Villa's been getting hyped up crazy, and they're tied points with the struggling Brighton. Yeah. Crazy.
You see, it's mad, right?
The season though, it's just game by game.
Bro, it's such an unpredictable season, but anyone can beat anyone, but Wolves beat City. Come on, man.
Arsenal beat Man City as well, anything can happen.
No, that's more expected. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Next game, Luton Town versus Spurs. Spurs went to Kenilworth Road. We need to go to that stadium, man.
Oh, look, it's around the corner.
Yeah, we need to go to that stadium.
Yeah, I can do that one.
You got to lock someone's kitchen and then you go into the stadium.
Yeah, you climb out the window.
I reckon you could
Jump off someone's ceiling and just go straight on the pitch. Halfway line. Halfway line. Just do this. Just land on the halfway line.
Do you think the changing room is someone's yard?
They might change in Barbara's yard.
They walk in the living room and it's like everyone's sat there.
I reckon the changing room is so small, 6 men change in one room, and the other 5 in Barbara's living room. Next door.
And the sub's already on the bench.
Yeah, for real.
She sets her own.
You feel like change like next to like a tree and that. Just outside the pitch, just like that.
In her yard, it's good. Yeah, go upstairs, you know.
Yeah. Barbara, you washed the socks yet?
I'm alright. The half time. But Spurs went away to Luton Town. Everyone was convinced, based on Spurs' performance this season, that Spurs were going to absolutely pummel them.
They should have pummeled them.
Son, the captain, joke man.
No, but he had a knock. I was watching.
Yeah, well,
that guy was hobbling the whole pitch. He was hobbling around the whole pitch. He was jarring.
Yeah, there's something wrong with his legs.
But no, I can't lie. Richarlison's, I think it's time to retire.
Yeah.
Time to retire.
You know, he had a couple shots. He should have scored.
Couple shots. I watched the game. First 15 minutes, it should have been 3-0. Open goal. Do you know how Kulusevski put it? He put it right here. He said, here, you don't have to do anything else. Do you know?
See this?
He did this.
Nah, he's kind of meaty, man. No, I can't lie. He's been very, bro.
Who's me?
I was watching him. Matters even. Yeah, Richarlison. Richarlison ain't the guy.
Horror.
Nah, he ain't the guy.
Back in January.
They need Brendan Johnson back.
Him or Cavalier?
They need Brendan Johnson and they
Him or
just...
Cavalier?
Oh, that's tough, you know. And they both played for Everton.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Everton, yeah.
Who do you think Spurs should sign as a striker in January?
In January?
If they can,
It's difficult. There's not many people.
Yeah, I had a couple of Spurs man say Osman.
The way he's staying in
been good for
Naples,
7 weeks.
Yeah.
What about someone like, you can tell me if it's bad shot, what about someone like Vlahovic or something?
that'd be a decent signing.
Like,
yeah, but I think that's what they need.
Bro, you know, I tweeted something and people made me realise that, you know, sometimes I don't know football, but like, Kane for me, I was like, oh, I would love to see Kane in this team. But the reason why they probably said, you know what, we're going to build around someone, because you're building around Kane and you're stopping other players from being how great they are. And we're seeing Spurs, you need someone who is not going to take away from that. I think someone like Evan Ferguson would be incredible for them. I think... I know, but I'm saying, let's forget the money aspect for it. What do you need in your team? I think for me, Evan Ferguson is the perfect signing for them because he will contribute to play. He's not going to slow down anything, and he's got eye for goal in it. I think this season, let's just forget about it because to find a player in January, myth. Everyone needs their best players in order to...
And also, you're right. Also, it can go both ways, okay? Because the summer is the Euros and the Copa America, and a lot of players want to play for their countries and they want to make the squad. So players that are not happy at their current clubs might want to move in January.
Brother, Evan Ferguson, any player that's in England he plays for Ireland, doesn't he? So it doesn't really matter.
But players might want to move in January because they want to get into their squad.
There's not a striker in the whole world from England that is playing ahead of Harry Kane. Just forget about it.
Yeah, true.
No matter what.
But you got to be ready for if there's injuries.
Like Ollie Watkins could score 90 hat-tricks in a row. He's not...
he's not smelling anything. He's not. That would have been a perfect signing for Tottenham. Ollie Watkins, Callum Wilson, that kind of player.
Basuma. Yves Saint Laurent Basuma, that's what expressions call him. Yeah, because the fact that you're on the yellow card already, and there's VAR, big 2023, and he said, you know what, let me just drop for no reason. I think he's got a motive next week. He must have a motive, because why are you trying to get... He just dropped for no reason, bro. And the ref just looked at him and said, get up. And then it cuts, and Postecoglou. You know, Postecoglou was so said it like someone told him his mum died. Like this. Because he knows that Højbjerg is at the back like this. That's me next game. Bro, Postecoglou was so distraught. Like that. You know, no one does that. He looks down. He couldn't even look at him because he knew he was going to call him something. You know.
Don't say you fucking Irish.
Bro. So the fact that flipping Basuma is doing that.
When I say Niger, you don't be laughing like that.
It's still muted, don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
Boy, he's laughing too hard though.
Yes.
Nah.
Nah, that face of he was young, devastated. He was devastated.
I was watching and he just tight flipping locks, and this guy decided to drop when it's a yellow card and there's VAR. That just doesn't make sense.
Sleeve as well, the basketball sleeve.
Yeah, weird, bro. I'm telling you, if you see him Paris Fashion Week next week,
After Arsenal game.
Yeah, he was there. Horror swag though.
He was there.
Yeah, no, I remember he had socks.
He pulled up to our hotel and was like, what the hell is this guy doing?
The same day he busted at Emirates, but
I felt like Tottenham should have won that game like 5-0.
James Maddison for me.
Luton didn't have a sniff.
yeah, Maddison, by the way, in the Premier League this season, most passes into the box, most chances created, and most assists in the Premier League this season.
The fact that he went to flipping Tottenham Hotspur for like 40 M's.
Yeah. You need to give him a new celebration.
No, I am. I'm seeing
No, you can't give a Spurs player a celebration. What are you doing?
Yeah, they'll cook you like,
you'll get caught.
salmon.
Awesome. You'll get caught.
I'm gonna trick him and say it's for my name. But you nuts, I'm gonna make him say Arsenal when he scores. I might get him. Just make sure you don't show him this clip.
Yeah, then this clip comes out after. He does this and this clip comes out. He's an idiot. Yeah, please.
Not my fault.
That's acceptable.
No, we'll do that. I'll tell him.
Do that.
This kid's on the seat because when he does this now, joke, man.
Imagine goes to the camera. Yeah, this is my brother.
Oh, boy. I say, you're big enough Arsenal and the Spurs player?
But yeah, big up Maddison. He's been incredible so far this season. And also Spurs now have the longest current unbeaten record in the Premier League.
Wow.
What, this whole year?
This is the Black Mirror episode. This must be a Black Mirror episode.
Unbeaten one in the Premier League.
Since last season, of course.
How are Spurs doing this?
This is their best start to a league ever, I think, since like the 80s.
No, I think
I've always loved Spurs. I think they've always had a way of playing football. I remember like early 2000s, they've always had good players, and then they went through a period of
Yeah, you was dead.
Go ahead.
No, you stay over there.
Yeah, I've always felt like they've had.
Fuad's probably should have been in this episode, Kadani.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been.
No, they've had good teams. I think.
Jay's on this podcast.
Fuad and Harry on the same
episode. If Fuad,
Izzy, and Harry Pinero, same episode.
That's 36.
Yeah.
Look upstairs. I don't know if you remember things.
Oh, do you know that? You know he's sneaky.
How old is he?
I'm sure he's 30. Is he 30?
So why is he just hobbling about acting like he's 24?
You know he's sneaky.
You know you're growing as hell.
He's sneaky.
I've been seeing white strains on his hair. He's going through it. But my point is, look, I think with Spurs, they've always played good football until obviously Poch left, and then it got a bit shaky warrior. And right now, I think a lot of Spurs fans would admit that this is the best they've seen them play since probably like Harry Redknapp, that era of football, innit? Right now, Van der Vaart, Dembele, Bale, all of that stuff now. So I think I'm just. Yeah, Yunus Kabul though. You see that gap in his teeth? You see the gap in his teeth? Yeah,
was huge.
That's how he speaks.
Critical? They're the same.
Yeah. You know he had a full head of hair, but because his head was so big, it looked like he had less.
The brain expansion just said the hair started falling out. All the follicles just said, feel. You know when players' hair's missing? You see when the rain is hitting and it's flat and you're like, oh, I can see baldness. I can see that. That's
why he's that devil. They play a ball like this.
Yeah.
They're trying to protect their shit.
Tackles like this. No, it's true. The Spurs are playing good football.
Yeah, they're playing good
I can't
football,
even hate. They are playing good football, and their fans seem to be excited, and they got a manager that is connecting with the fans and connecting with the people. All these interview clips are coming out, and it just seems human. Right, it's the first manager that actually seems like just a normal guy. You can just see him in the pub right now, just chilling, talking to people. But
not in Qatar though, no pubs there.
No, not here, but I'm saying like obviously back in North London. But yeah, they missed 3 big chances in that game, and it says Tottenham missed 3 big chances in the Premier League game for the first time under Ange Postecoglou.
3 big chances. Richarlison was 2, and I think Pedro Porro was the 3rd one.
Oh yeah, it was a good ball by I think Son, was it?
Yeah, the one-on-one. Yeah.
Richarlison being a football player just makes me think anything's possible. Wallah.
Do you know who needs to go back and do? Just needs to go London roads and just be a pigeon. Just do this. Just walk around doing that. Yeah, just go like King's Cross, go King's Cross station. You know when you see a pigeon in the train station, that needs to be him. Just doing this. Just doing that for the
You reckon he's done? I can't lie, he's right though.
Come on, Liverpool Street Station, you see it? Come on, man. Come on.
If I go to the station
And he's just there.
so well. Come on. His neck. Why is his neck moving that like soft? Like, his neck's moving liquid.
Am I lying though? He just needs to go there, just bool off there.
Me to cry, you know. He said, do it one more time for this.
This is on the roads.
He
It's on the
must
main.
be busy than this past
On the
night.
main. Come on,
next
who taught
moving?
him how to do it? He let me down. I gave him a celebration. He's been letting me down. When's the last time he done that celebration?
I haven't seen it
I
yet.
seen him do it on TikTok more than games.
Yeah.
You know that?
It's been a long time, bro. Hey, you know he's adding you to his list now. He's got his list. Mikel Antonio, Callum Wilson, Ilias.
I want my Gavi as well.
He's not shaking your hand.
I want my...
You know he's got a list of people he doesn't like. You're that list.
I'm doing that with
But let's hear correspondence for Spurs fan. I want to hear what he thinks about beating Luton 1-0.
It's an expression, because it'll be a mixtape.
I wish expressions. I'll be freestyling, bro. It said Tottenham started the first half of the game well with the amount of chances we created. Our finishing boots weren't on today as we missed some sitters. Richarlison, Kulusevski and Porro missing, but still performing their roles for the teams what we need to see more of. And just changed the team, but we're still very light on our depth, especially with recent injuries. Now we know that from here on, Ange needs patience and trust from the fans, but especially from the club. But Spurs got the win and they're now top of the league. Same points as Arsenal, same goal difference as Arsenal, but they have 2 more goals scored, right? So they're top of the league right now, so Spurs enjoy that for now. I doubt it will last very long. Next, the final game we're covering today. Like I said, it's a shorter Premier League roundup today because we're obviously...
Is it okay if we stay a little longer?
over by a few minutes, but it's okay if we cover one more game?
Because the cleaner was going to come now and clean it. I'll just text her now,
Cover one more game. We'll cover one more game. Like I said, guys, this is a makeshift episode. Thank you guys for watching. Please show us love in the comments because I know we didn't cover all your teams, and if your team didn't get covered in this episode, I am very, very sorry. Like there's
Crystal Palace, was it? No.
there's a lot of draws.
We wouldn't have covered that one.
There's a lot of draws. But it was either doing a shorter Premier League roundup and giving you guys some sort of content, or not giving you guys any content this week at all. And I feel like you guys would rather this. So thank you for watching. But the last game we picked to cover is West Ham Newcastle. So Chelsea fans, I'm so sorry. I know you guys had a big win, but
Chelsea for what?
West Ham.
No. There's a big episode coming for next Chelsea game.
Everton fans, I'm sorry. You guys got a big 3-0 win. But yeah, you're right. The next Premier League roundup is after the international break. It'll be a big one because Arsenal and Chelsea are playing, and we're gonna have a Chelsea fan on. So, but West Ham
teaser. Wonder who?
Yeah, just check my Twitter. You'll see.
West Ham versus Newcastle.
West Ham versus Newcastle is the final game we're gonna cover. 2-2, big game.
Is he Somali?
Yeah, no.
When he scores,
he's Somali.
Yeah.
When he,
When he misses, oh, so he's Frizzy when he misses, and he's G-Man. Okay, makes sense. Okay.
Facts. It's kind of like Andy Murray. He's Scottish when he doesn't do well. He's British when he
he
loses.
plays Scotland for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
It's like Diddy as well, P. Diddy.
No, that's my boy. Yeah.
Olympics British.
We follow each other on Instagram and Twitter.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but obviously when he flops, I don't even know like that. I know Carlos, that man. Alcaraz, yeah, that's my guy.
All right, West Ham with Newcastle 2-2. Souček is the first player to score a goal against Newcastle in 306 minutes of Premier League football.
Wow.
Tear, defensively.
In the last season, they were unbelievable, bro.
Real men, that's why.
No, that is real.
No, that's real, man.
And they're doing it without Botman as well.
Yeah, without Botman, bro.
Blood on your head, yeah.
Bro, they do.
Because everyone was saying in the summer they need to sign a centre back in case one of the 2 main centre backs get injured.
Well, I got Lascelles.
Lascelles.
One of the best cap. I can't finish the sentence.
Yeah.
That was cap.
From the time his name Lascelles, just get him off me. Yeah, not a good name, man.
Lascelles. But Newcastle, first of all, quickly mention Newcastle's big win against AC Milan midweek.
Oh, incredible. AC Milan, yeah, no, that was good. Yeah. No, that was good. AC Milan, tell them again.
The draw. Nah.
PSG.
Yeah, well done.
Sorry, my head. When you're hosting, my head's all over the place because they got AC Milan in their group to play AC Milan just before. My head's all over the place. But big win against PSG. Yeah, no, this actually this makes it feel official.
This one Messi won.
Messi are the same.
Messi are the same. Messi are the same. And the King said we can get Messi's one for you, and he brought it.
Won this for the trophy. But yeah, no, big win against PSG, obviously, and PSG had all the best players: Mbappe, Dembele, Colomboani, Gonzalo Ramos.
4. You can't play 4-2-4. And they killed me as well. Luis Enrique smiling at the end when it was 4-1. He's just there like that.
Always do that.
No, that's psychotic. That's just to let people know that, okay, watch.
Yeah.
The rebound. A 40-game player now.
Watch what's happening now. Yeah.
Colomboani. Your name's Randall now.
And also, there's a statement.
In life, bro, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. That's my personal opinion.
No, it's facts. But yeah, big win for, at home. It's a magical night. Newcastle fans, I know you're going to remember that for the rest of your life. At St. James Park against PSG, against the best players in the world. The probably best player in the world, Mbappe, did nothing against you guys.
We need to go to a St. James Park game, you know that. And if any Newcastle people watching, I said it, so let me go to St James Park.
I need to.
Yeah,
Not the Newcastle game. I don't want to go to Arsenal away because I don't want to travel all the way up there, sit flipping all the way up there like I'm skydiving, and watch my team get pummeled. It's impossible.
Maybe watch like the Dortmund game at Newcastle. That'd be nice.
You know,
So they look after you.
Yeah.
I was playing FIFA the other day, yeah? I tried to play with Dortmund. Their team stinks.
Oh no, me.
They've got no one. Bar Julian Brandt, which was a prospect from 19 years ago, which is still there. And he's meaty.
That Nigerian you, that Akinji or whatever. Adeyemi.
It's the only ray of hope right now. Him and Mukoku.
Mukoku's a good surname, man. Mukoku?
Yeah.
Oh, Mukoku's good, man.
After drum.
Just to conk my head, the echo.
But that's what I think. I genuinely think Newcastle will qualify from their group.
Yeah, they will. They got 4 games.
But obviously there's another 4 games. But I think
Their next, the 2 home games that they've got left will be there.
Newcastle's going to win the Champions League. Remember I told you.
Imagine.
Newcastle's going to win the Champions League. Remember I told you.
I don't think it's insane.
Remember I said
Champions League. You know what I feel about Champions League. I feel like anyone can win.
Remember I said it.
You think Eddie Howe's going to win the Champions League?
Arsenal win it.
Greatest managers in the UK.
It's at Wembley.
That's our yard. That's our home.
I'll see you there.
That's our home.
You know Facebook. But let's get to this Premier League game. Newcastle travelled. Oh yeah, 0 points here.
They got 0 points.
Galatasaray.
Galatasaray Bayern.
I great 3 Champions Leagues in the bag. What do you have?
You know that man that just had legacy? Can you just stop talking about the past?
That's all he's got.
I'm a legacy.
That's all he's got.
Legacy defending.
But
Legacy defending.
Newcastle went away to West Ham. Obviously, Suchek made it 1-0. Trippier though, last 4 games for Newcastle, 6 assists.
He's my FPL.
I've got him in
he's the dad.
FPL.
It's too much for me.
But I only bought him in recently, sir. Huh?
6 too much, man.
But he's worth it.
If he stinks 2 games, I've lost money.
Yeah.
4 games, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I got Dan Burn instead.
That's not bad. Few assists.
Sometimes you can randomly just get one in, but like...
Yeah, few assists. Not assists. Clean sheets as well.
He has genuinely been the best right back in the league for the last 2 years, bar
Yeah, you were
Kyle
saying this
Walker.
earlier, yeah.
I think I think bar Kyle Walker, and the reason why I'm saying that is because his output in terms of like you said it the other day, was talking about it, like defensively, I say he's probably like about a 7 out of 10. That was Elias, wasn't he?
Consistently.
But in terms of his attacking prowess, I think it's incredible. Like the fact that he's when it comes to free kicks, let's say 3 out of 10 of them will end up being goals.
So well rounded.
Like, he's so good. The pace.
That's weird. Why are you looking at him like that?
So well rounded. Harry.
Why are you looking at Chris like that? I said he's so well
No,
rounded.
but do you know what's hilarious? I remember United had a chance to sign him. What was it, 12 mil or 20 mil?
Don't talk about that no more.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, bro, I don't talk about that no more.
Got offered to you. Atletico said, hey, take him.
I'm trying to say, brother, I don't care who it is. Whoever it is on mains, just need a leggy, man. I'll be honest. That's all you need. Because it's getting to a place now. Why are you not trying to disrupt my club? You know what I'm trying to say, bro? What's the point? Trippier, Haaland, all these players.
You mean a horse, right? What's it called? Charlie Horse, or whatever it's called.
Injection for your leg there, it makes you just go. You see this? You can't move no more. Just for a season. Bro, he's just incredible. I think without him in that team, no, honestly, without him in that team, they don't have nothing on that right side. Yeah, because Almiron's there, but sometimes he just goes around in circles. He needs some direction. He needs some direction. But yeah, Trippier.
That first goal, who was it that assisted Suchek?
Emerson. Emerson ran around the keeper.
Do you see where he ran around the keeper?
Yeah, ran around the keeper.
That was incredible, bro.
Yeah.
I did my FPL as well.
Who, Emerson?
Yeah.
That's it.
Second season.
I don't know if that's a sneeze.
Second week, he's got an assist.
Oh, fair.
I hate that thing.
I can't stand it.
Wait, I tried to do it.
You know what's crazy?
This for the 1% of views. If you see this face, just comment Harry's got a horse face. That's all you have to do.
Oh, you said it. Go like that?
You do it.
No, you go like that right now. No, do you know when you put it on my story?
Do the picture thing again.
Yeah.
He is gross. I'm telling you.
But after Suchek 1-0 up. Huh? I said something. Oh.
Yeah, that one hit back. I'm being nice, that was good. He said a good technique. A bit wide though, but love.
After Suchek made it 1-0, West Ham managed to hold that lead for a long time until Isak scored 2 goals within 5 minutes.
My player.
Within 5 minutes to bring it back to 2-1 for Newcastle.
Would you say they were jammy goals?
No, it was just in the box, just
just pressure. Yeah, but that's good though, it's pressure.
No, he's dispatched.
They've done that a few times this season where they've scored a couple goals like quick pace. They've done that a few times.
They're a momentum team.
But the thing about Newcastle is like they switch between Isak and Wilson pretty well. You know? But it's hard, it's not good for our FPL.
Pretty well. FPL, I don't know who to put in anymore.
Yeah. Isak for a few weeks and I took him out now I'm seeing him score 2 goals. If I bring him back in, Wilson's gonna start. I'm like, But how good is Isak? And do you think obviously now with Harry Kane gone out of the league.
Second by Shark in the league.
Where do you think he ranks when he's at his best.
I would no. Okay, second.
Watkins is flying.
Second
Haaland's
best,
obviously number
second best in terms of, I think for me, in terms of talent, yeah, and where he can go, yeah, I think he genuinely has every attribute that you want in a striker in terms of pace, finishing, link-up play, passing, all of that other stuff, yeah. I think what you're saying about him being able to interchange with Wilson, because obviously it's a long season and they're in every competition at the moment right now, so you have to kind of play both of them. But if we're talking about what I see for the future for this guy, I think the ceiling, there's no such ceiling for him.
How old is he?
Maybe
Good question.
24, 25.
Because he's been playing for a while.
Let's find out his age first.
I remember that Dortmund.
Because if he's younger than 23 for me, then wallahi.
He's 24.
Okay, 24, perfect age. I think.
Good age.
I think he's at the right club because Newcastle are in the Champions League. They're a top 4 team in the Premier League at this precise moment, and I just think his understanding of the game is insane, and he's got the right service. Trippier will be passing those balls to him. Bruno G's there for him. He's got in terms of service and finding him, he's fine.
But even him creating is unbelievable.
His feet.
His assist against Everton last season, I always talk about.
One of the best I've seen in the Premier League.
One of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He could dribble through players. You've seen it for Sweden as well. That's when we first saw it in the Euros, when he's coming and dribbling through the whole team. He has more license to do that for his country, obviously. But I think he's on the ball.
He's got shades of Henry in him.
I've heard that a lot. I've heard comparisons a lot.
I'm not saying he's like Henry. He's got shades of Henry.
But he could pick the ball up from like deep and he could dribble through a lot of players, and he could also finish as well. He can finish really well, which is a.
You didn't like that one, did you?
Still like it when people talk about one boy.
No, sorry, I'm sorry.
Love that guy.
You saw the way he bigged him up in Paris, innit?
He did.
You know, it stopped. Harry was walking past, it stopped everyone.
I spoke to Harry.
But I wanted to pick. Harry didn't want to line it up for me.
I think sometimes my friend, he doesn't really like taking too much photos.
Yeah, you know Thierry like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't like. Could you do a Henry cheek thing?
That was horrendous.
He did it well, but look. Also, someone mentioned Bruno G. There's a good fun fact here. Since making his Premier League debut in February 2022, Bruno Guimaraes is the only player in the whole of the Premier League to win 300 plus duels, make 300 plus ball recoveries, make 100 plus tackles, and win 100 plus fouls in the whole Premier League since he came into the Premier League.
Arsenal wanted him, bro.
I really wanted him.
Yeah, I can't lie, we got him, then we didn't have Declan Rice.
We would.
Yeah, we signed him last season. No, we would have signed him last season.
Yeah, I'm saying, but you would have.
We wouldn't have had the funds. We wouldn't have had the funds.
Yeah,
but I think we still would have wanted.
Yeah, Xhaka wouldn't have played as much.
Yeah.
And I think Xhaka was key last season.
Like, the ripple effects are crazy.
So I'm happy how.
Shout out James Alcott.
Obviously, Bruno, top tier.
Shout out James.
Talent, really love him.
And Chubonic.
Shout out to James. Yeah, go on.
No, Bruno, bro, I'm a big fan. Obviously, seeing him play for the Newcastle South, I'm thinking that's a quality player right there, man. What happened to Tonali? Where is he right now?
I'm not sure.
They've just got strength for depth.
He's got strength for depth.
Yeah, I've got strength for depth.
Longstaff's
Been playing well. Anderson's been.
Tonali started this Longstaff, Tonali, and Bruno G.
Yeah,
Tonali's still playing, but he's not making headlines, but he's keeping it ticking. Before that.
I think against Milan he kind of stuck. Maybe it's just because he was against his old brethren, and
he
they
didn't
just
want to leave as well.
yeah. But
that
that
was so
team,
funny,
it's so mad how they're able to get so many unique players that all just work. Every player I think that they've signed has just worked.
So far, they deserve a round of applause.
No, honestly, actually, can we give it to them? Yeah, round of applause.
They didn't do the Man City thing and just buy Joe with a random
Robinho.
J.O. He couldn't even finish it off with an E.
Couldn't even give us an E with there, bro.
I used to love him. Left-footed killer.
Did he have that accent over the O as well?
Remember Benjami?
Yeah.
Benjani, yeah.
Yeah, Benjani. Yeah, Benjani. What a player, man.
Bony for no
Santa
reason.
Cruz. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
With this City, like, if they didn't do the City thing, they just go out and think, even though they could, just go out and buy whoever they wanted. They said, now we'll do the slow progress thing. They've kept Eddie Howe. I think Eddie Howe was meant to be there for like a short-term recovery, but they've realised that, right, he could be the guy that really actually solidifies the Champions League spot. So, I can't lie, man. I would love to be a Newcastle fan right now.
It's funny, I mentioned it a while ago, but I remember when it was between Lamps and Eddie Howe. If they took Lampard,
Yes, it was.
do you remember? Lampard was like the head of the batch, and then for some reason
Lucky,
they left
because
Eddie
you know
Howe.
the Arabs, they just love someone
name.
like, that's a legend. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I
the
thought they'd
name.
rather go for the legend.
Birmingham right now, they're hiring Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
Who's owned
Birmingham? Someone bought them recently.
Yeah, we said,
Birmingham
in
right
5 years'
now,
time, they're going to be versus hashtag. Watch.
Birmingham right now, like top 6, I think, in the league. They're doing really well, and then they're getting Wayne Rooney because they want a big name.
Yeah, watch.
Oh, wow.
So
They're
gonna
top
be
6
playing
and they got rid of their manager. That's crazy,
Because
innit?
the new owners want a big name.
He was supposed to be there beforehand, but then obviously Birmingham was just doing well.
Yeah.
Then the MLS season's basically done until next year.
Yeah.
So he said, Rooney, come over.
That's why Beckham went to Milan. I remember that time.
Yeah.
when we had a 6 months stint.
Henry came to Arsenal.
Yeah, Messi could do it.
Remember, Henry came back in 2012 to
I've
Arsenal.
never wanted Arsenal to win a game, like when Henry scored that goal against Leeds.
Oh.
Bro, I remember watching it on my computer on the league website, and I remember like getting goosebumps. I was like, wow, getting crazy, man.
Even the commentary, what was it? The man casted in bronze has truly produced the golden moment.
Yeah, you need to
Now it's
chill
got a
out.
statue. Remember that?
Just go outside sometimes, man.
Yeah, you need to. You know, you need to touch
That's your
grass.
problem.
Yeah. Just touch
on,
grass. Take
what?
off your shoes. You know they say apparently you should put your feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Go out there, take off those socks,
What?
and then
Because
go.
Touch grass.
Where for where?
It's iconic.
Nah, don't know about you.
Touch
man.
grass.
It's iconic.
Go outside though. No, I understand football's good in that, but
Yeah. I know we're in a nice room right now, but
Yeah, you got a great podcast going on. It's doing really well, but come on, man. Have life.
But to round off that game, let me hear quickly from a West Ham fan, 55 Hem says, I'm not sure what it is, but once again we conceded 2 goals in 10 minutes or so after the second half started. This has been a common theme for us after the second half starts. We start to look shaky and we need to fix that. Also, once again, our midfield of Alvarez, Souček, James Ward-Prowse and Paqueta was unbelievably good, especially in the first half. They've done really well to cut off any line breaking passes and that stopped Newcastle in the first half. Before we finish this game actually, by the way, West Ham did score a late equaliser. Kudus as well.
Yeah.
His first Premier League.
Ghana.
oh no, yes, they drew 2-2.
Yeah, it was 2-2 draw. I forgot to mention Kudus' equaliser. His first Premier League goal as well. Unbelievable striker as well. Yeah.
You know,
Vim on
the
it.
way we were talking was as if it finished 2-1.
Yam, that was a yam strike.
Yeah.
All the yam in his big fat toe went in there.
He's been a very
Quiet, like under the radar signing for them.
he's a top player.
Like he's performing well. He just needs to adapt to the Premier League and he'll be good. What did he say?
Yeah, man, his big fat toe. It's crazy, man. Man, just let me say that he's got a big fat toe. It's crazy.
A yam one.
Bro, nah, but Kudus is phenomenal.
Aye, kudos to Kudus.
Yeah.
Kudus.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I was expecting you to bring that one. Yeah, I know you're Dennis. Right now, look, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's never, you know that.
He's biting, yeah.
I'm still burning from the Henry comment when I said it. I said touch grass. Yeah, I thought I was good. But that is the end of the mini Premier League roundup. But what we usually do is the FPL roundup, quick FPL thing.
I'll never be back,
So we're gonna talk about now. These guys have been great, by the way. Comment below how great these guys have been. FPL, we usually talk about SDS League first. The SDS cast members and crew. There's 13 of us in this league at the moment. Surprisingly, the screenshot's on the screen. Star players in first.
Yeah,
He's come literally last few weeks insane.
He's usually the worst at games.
Voila.
Bro, Stars is
No,
first.
that's what he says.
Oh yeah. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Star player is currently in first. In second is me. Obviously, this whole season I've been first, but I'm still top 2.
Possible.
Ilias is currently in 11th.
64.
You stink.
Bro, look at this. 30-point week.
Ilias in 11th.
It's why he's too busy on the weekend doing this.
Ilias in 11th.
Yeah.
Usually I do talk about the SDS league that you guys are involved in, but before I do that, we have these two here who also play FPL, and I'm in a league with these two. So for the first time, I'm going to talk about the league I'm in with these two because they're here.
Of course, we gotta go.
There is a league
The one out of the week that I started late.
No, because you guys are here. I'm gonna randomly talk about this league if you guys are on him. So this league is also in the group chat. On the screen right now. It's a group of 5 people: myself, Chunks, Storms, FPL Raptor, and Harry Pinero. And this league right now, I'm in first place.
Oh, that's why he spoke about it.
No, I have to because 2 of them are here. 504 points. I'm comfortably first as well. It's comfortable. Look, so I'm in first place. Chunks is in second. Storms is in third. Raptor, who is an FPL.
FPL Raptor. His whole life is about FPL. He's fourth.
He's
Nice.
in fourth, and Harry Pinero is in 7th in a 5-man league. That's how bad.
That was good.
No, you're so far behind, brother.
How many points has he got?
I got 390.
You still ain't got 4 bills?
You know what, yeah?
You know Sharky's on 5 bills?
Say though, remember my first 2 weeks? I remember I was with my son in it, and I forgot to change.
Yeah.
I've not.
You know he doesn't hold a keeper like that number. Yeah, he does. He's grown now.
No, I'm joking. No, but the first 2 weeks, I kept forgetting to change my teams, innit?
Yeah.
So I've messed up. But if you actually see the weeks, yeah, I've had the most points in 2
By the way,
weeks.
guys, he's used a wild card. He's used a free hit, triple captain.
Can you talk about how many subs? Can you talk about how many subs he used on his wild card?
Yeah. Okay, guys, listen to this. He did a wild card, yeah.
Unlimited subs.
And you got unlimited subs. I've gone on his account. He changed 2 players.
What we're not gonna do, yeah, is not do. I've used 1 wild card. I haven't used a triple captain. You used a wild card as well because it's getting techie.
But
He's a free hit as well.
My free hit? No, because the hit was free.
Alright, finally, I want to talk about the SDS league that you guys are currently in. I think there's over 15,000 people in here. I've lost count. I'm currently in 476th place.
Very good.
So but I'm saying I'm first in our leagues, and I'm just in the top 500.
That's crazy.
7,000. Yeah. I usually shout out the top 10. New Steelos still up there. Go on, give them a shout.
New Steelo, Joshua Robinson. Bang out, man. Go outside as well.
573.
Sterling Dool, Joe Jelly. Shout out to you, bro.
Sterling do that's cigarettes.
Victor Moses Lawn. I like this one. You know, Said Nunes. Nunes. Cruise Control FC.
That's simple.
White Rice only. I see he's racist. I'm not shouting him out. Gangsters Allardyce.
Gangsters Allardyce.
McAllister and Cheese. Shiver Me Timbers and Kinder Mbuemo. Hey, very good, you know.
You guys are
Good names,
76 points. You're a bang up, man. Go outside.
How many points did you get this week?
Like 44, 48.
I got 49.
You guys are smashing. And the final thing I want to mention actually is currently SDS Pro Clubs is going on. If you head over to more SDS, the videos are coming out on there. 3 episodes are currently out. If you want to watch them live, we stream them on my Twitch channel. The Twitch link is in the description. You can watch us live play at Pro Clubs. We need to bring you on loan.
Yes,
I want to bring you on loan one game.
Yeah.
We need some reinforcements.
Yeah.
So we need one-off signing. So
I need to make my debut. I need to make my debut.
He's making a debut.
Yeah,
Who's the worst player in there?
So Merce was a scapegoat. I think he's good though. Fuizi, we're having a striker issue right now.
Okay.
So if any of the strikers, the position can't open. Hassim scored a hat-trick recently, but obviously the episode's not out, I can't say nothing. But if you want to watch the edited episodes, go on more SDS. The Pro Clubs episodes are on there. We're trying to make it go out for the whole season. Take on other Pro Clubs teams. Bring on, obviously, famous YouTubers to give me more views and make loan appearances. If you want to watch it live on Twitch, like I said, head over to my Twitch. It's in the description right now and on the screen right now. And then you can come over to my Twitch. We'll talk, we'll chat, and we'll play Pro Clubs with the boys. But thank you guys so much for watching. Business will resume as normal very soon when I get back to the country in SDS. And Chunk's kicking us out right now.
Yeah.
But big up to everyone's team who we didn't mention. I appreciate you guys. And send us correspondence in the comments if we didn't talk about your team. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.